On a mission to Earth, an alien named Zarn was tasked with observing human life and reporting back to his home planet, Zytar. Zarn was a scientist, curious about the intricacies of human behavior and culture. He blended into human society using advanced technology that disguised his true appearance. While on Earth, he adopted the name Ethan. During his mission, Zarn met Emma, a kind and intelligent woman who worked as a teacher. They met at a small cafe where Emma often spent her afternoons grading papers and reading. Zarn, or Ethan as he was known to her, was intrigued by Emma's passion for education and her compassionate nature. They began to spend more time together, discussing everything from history to the stars. As months passed, their bond grew stronger. Zarn found himself fascinated not only by Emma but also by the emotions and experiences they shared. Despite knowing he shouldn't, Zarn fell in love with her. Emma, unaware of Zarn's true identity, fell in love with him too. They decided to build a life together, with Zarn extending his mission indefinitely to stay with Emma. Eventually, Emma became pregnant. Zarn was thrilled and terrified at the same time. He knew that their child would be different, possessing both human and alien traits. When Leo was born, he had the appearance of a normal human baby, but Zarn could sense the latent abilities within him. As Leo grew, it became evident that he was no ordinary child. He showed signs of enhanced strength and rapid healing, traits inherited from his father. Zarn and Emma decided to keep Leo's abilities a secret to protect him from the world. They wanted Leo to have a normal childhood, free from the fear of being discovered. However, Zarn's happiness was short-lived. His superiors on Zytar demanded his return. They had noticed his extended absence and were becoming suspicious. Zarn knew he had to leave, but the thought of leaving Emma and Leo behind was unbearable. With a heavy heart, he prepared to depart, promising Emma that he would find a way to return one day. Emma, understanding the gravity of the situation, supported Zarn's decision. She knew it was the only way to keep their family safe. On the day of his departure, Zarn held Leo in his arms, looking into his eyes one last time. "Be strong, my son," he whispered. "You are destined for great things." With tears in his eyes, Zarn bid farewell to Emma and Leo, leaving behind the family he loved more than anything. Emma watched as Zarn's ship disappeared into the night sky, holding Leo close to her heart. She vowed to protect their son and raise him to be the best of both worlds. Leo, a child of two worlds, would face many challenges ahead. But with the love and strength of his parents, he would navigate the complexities of his unique identity, finding his place in the universe. As Leo grew older, it became increasingly clear that he was different from other children. By the time he was 5, he could lift heavy objects effortlessly and heal from minor injuries in seconds. Emma, his mother, knew that these abilities came from his father, Zarn, an alien from the planet Zytar. She often reminded Leo to keep his powers hidden to avoid attracting unwanted attention. Leo, now 10 years old, attended a local school where he tried his best to blend in. However, his differences made it difficult. He often felt out of place and lonely. One day, during a recess soccer game, Leo accidentally kicked the ball with too much force, sending it flying over the school fence and into the woods. His classmates were amazed, but Leo could see the curiosity and suspicion in their eyes. After school, Leo confided in his mother about the incident. "Mom, what if they find out about me? What if they know I'm different?" he asked, worry etched on his young face. Emma knelt down to his level, placing a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "Leo, being different is not a bad thing. You have special gifts, and we must be careful how we use them. Remember, your father was different too, and he did amazing things. You have a big heart, and that will guide you." Despite Emma's comforting words, Leo found it challenging to keep his abilities a secret. At school, he often felt the urge to use his powers to help others. One afternoon, a bully named Tom was picking on a smaller boy, Max. Leo, unable to stand by and watch, intervened. "Leave him alone, Tom," he said firmly. Tom, much bigger than Leo, sneered. "Or what? What are you going to do about it?" Leo felt a surge of anger but remembered his mother's words. He took a deep breath and stood his ground. "Just go away, Tom. It's not worth it." Tom laughed and shoved Leo, who stumbled back but didn't fall. The other children watched, expecting a fight. Instead, Leo turned to Max and helped him up, showing kindness instead of using his strength. This act of bravery and restraint impressed his classmates, even if they didn't understand the full extent of Leo's abilities. At home, Emma continued to teach Leo about his father's world and the importance of keeping his powers hidden. She showed him the communication device Zarn had left behind, a reminder of his alien heritage and the promise that Zarn would one day return. As Leo lay in bed that night, he thought about his father's words. "Be strong, my son. You are destined for great things." He knew his journey would be filled with challenges, but with his mother's guidance and the legacy of his father, Leo felt prepared to face whatever lay ahead. Little did he know the biggest challenges were yet to come. Forces beyond their small town were already taking an interest in the mysterious boy with extraordinary abilities. Leo's journey of hidden identity was just beginning, and the path ahead was fraught with danger and discovery. Leo's life took a dramatic turn when he turned 12. One evening, while he was at home with Emma, there was a sudden knock on the door. Emma opened it to find a group of stern-looking men in black suits. They introduced themselves as agents from a secret government organization called SIGHT, Secret Investigation Group for Human and Interstellar Threats. "Good evening, ma'am," said the lead agent, flashing a badge. "We have reason to believe that you and your son may be in possession of information that is vital to national security. We need to ask you both some questions." Emma felt a chill run down her spine. She knew this day might come, but hoped it never would. "My son and I are not involved in anything illegal," she replied, trying to keep her voice steady. The agent's expression didn't change. "We have reports of unusual activities linked to your son. We need to take him in for questioning. It's for his own safety and the safety of others." Before Emma could protest, the agents pushed past her and grabbed Leo. "Mom!" Leo cried out, struggling against their grip. Emma tried to intervene, but she was quickly restrained. "Leo, be strong!" Emma shouted as they took him away. "Remember what your father taught you!" Leo was taken to a high-security facility where he was subjected to a series of tests and experiments. The scientists were fascinated by his abilities and wanted to understand their origins. They pushed Leo to his limits, testing his strength, speed, and healing abilities. Despite the harsh conditions, Leo remembered his mother's words and tried to stay strong. During his time at the facility, Leo met other children with unique abilities. They shared their stories of being taken away from their families and subjected to similar experiments. This gave Leo a sense of solidarity and determination. He knew he had to find a way to escape, not just for himself, but for the others too. One night, while the facility was quiet, Leo managed to communicate with his mother through the device Zarn had left behind. "Mom, I'm okay, but I need your help to get out of here," he whispered into the device. Emma, relieved to hear from Leo, immediately activated the device to contact Zarn on his home planet. "Zarn, they took Leo. We need your help," she pleaded. Zarn, who had been monitoring Earth closely, responded instantly. "I'm coming, Emma. Hold on." With Zarn on his way, Emma devised a plan to infiltrate the facility. She knew it wouldn't be easy, but with Zarn's advanced technology and her determination, she believed they could rescue Leo. Inside the facility, Leo continued to endure the tests, but he kept his spirit strong, knowing his parents were coming for him. He befriended a girl named Mira, who had the ability to manipulate water. Together, they started planning their escape, waiting for the right moment. As the days passed, the bond between Leo and his fellow captives grew stronger. They shared stories of their families and dreams of freedom. Leo's resolve to escape and protect his friends intensified with each passing day. The stage was set for a daring rescue, and Leo knew that soon he would be reunited with his family. The challenges he faced were great, but with hope and determination, he was ready to confront the unseen threats and fight for his freedom. Emma waited anxiously, her eyes glued to the communication device. When it finally buzzed with a signal from Zarn, she breathed a sigh of relief. "I'm almost there," Zarn said. "Have you located the facility?" Emma nodded. "Yes, it's heavily guarded. We need a plan." Zarn's voice was calm and reassuring. "I'll use my cloaking technology to get us inside. Once we're in, move quickly." Under the cover of night, Emma and Zarn approached the high-security facility where Leo was being held. Zarn's ship, equipped with advanced cloaking technology, rendered them invisible to the guards and security cameras. They landed silently in a secluded area near the building. Emma's heart pounded as they sneaked past the perimeter defenses. Zarn used a handheld device to disable the security systems, allowing them to enter the facility undetected. They navigated the sterile hallways, following a map Zarn had intercepted from the facility's mainframe. Inside his cell, Leo sat with Mira and the other children, going over their escape plan one more time. The door suddenly hissed open, and Leo's eyes widened with hope as he saw his parents standing there. "Mom! Dad!" he exclaimed, rushing to embrace them. "We don't have much time," Zarn said, his voice urgent. "We need to get everyone out of here." Leo quickly introduced his friends to Emma and Zarn. "This is Mira. She can control water. And these are my other friends. We all want to escape." Zarn nodded. "Stay close to me. I'll create a distraction while we make our way out." As they moved through the facility, Zarn used his advanced technology to create false signals, leading the guards away from their path. However, as they reached the exit, an alarm blared and the facility went into lockdown. "Go, I'll hold them off," Zarn said, handing Emma a device that would guide them to the ship. Emma hesitated, but Zarn's determined expression gave her the strength to push forward. "Come on, kids. We have to move." With Zarn buying them precious time, Emma led the children through the winding corridors. They encountered several guards, but Mira used her abilities to create water barriers, slowing them down. Leo used his strength to push through obstacles, ensuring everyone stayed together. They finally reached the exit, but more guards were closing in. Emma activated the device Zarn had given her, which created a protective shield around them. They ran through the facility's grounds, heading toward the cloaked ship. Zarn rejoined them just as they reached the ship, his expression fierce and determined. "Everyone inside, quickly!" Once on board, the ship's engines roared to life and they took off into the night sky. The facility's guards could only watch as their captives escaped, disappearing into the clouds. As they soared away from the facility, Leo hugged his parents tightly. "Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. I knew you would come for me." Emma smiled through her tears, holding Leo close. "We will always come for you, Leo. Always." Zarn guided the ship safely back to their home, his heart swelling with pride at his son's bravery. They had faced immense danger and overcome incredible odds, but together they had triumphed. As they flew toward the stars, Leo looked out the window, feeling a sense of freedom and hope he had never known. He knew their journey was far from over, but with his family by his side, he was ready to face whatever came next. Leo's journey of hidden identity and unseen threats had led to a daring rescue, and now they were finally free to start anew. The challenges they faced had made them stronger, and their bond as a family had never been deeper. The ship soared through the vast expanse of space, leaving Earth and the dangerous facility far behind. Leo, Emma, and Zarn sat together, surrounded by Leo's new friends who had been rescued from the facility. There was a sense of relief and excitement among them, knowing they were finally free and heading to a new world. As they approached Zarn's home planet, Zytar, the view outside the ship's windows changed. Instead of the familiar blue and green of Earth, Leo saw a landscape filled with vibrant colors and alien structures. The planet was beautiful, with towering, crystalline buildings and lush, exotic flora that seemed to glow with an inner light. "Welcome to Zytar," Zarn said, his voice filled with pride. "This is your new home." The ship landed smoothly, and as they disembarked, Leo felt a mix of nervousness and excitement. Emma held his hand, reassuring him with a gentle squeeze. "We'll be okay, Leo. This is a fresh start for all of us." Zarn led them to a welcoming committee of Zytarian officials who greeted them warmly. They were fascinated by Leo and his friends, curious about their unique abilities. Zarn explained the situation, and the officials promised to provide a safe environment where the children could learn and grow without fear. Leo quickly adapted to life on Zytar. The planet's advanced technology and peaceful society made it a perfect place for him and his friends to thrive. He attended a special academy where he could learn about his Zytarian heritage and how to control his abilities. His friends, too, were given the opportunity to develop their powers in a supportive environment. Emma found a new calling as a teacher on Zytar, sharing her knowledge of Earth and its cultures with the Zytarian children. She enjoyed teaching and found great satisfaction in bridging the gap between their two worlds. Her relationship with Zarn deepened, and they worked together to create a loving home for Leo. One evening, as the three of them sat under the alien stars, Leo asked Zarn about his future. "Dad, will I ever be able to go back to Earth?" Zarn smiled and placed a hand on Leo's shoulder. "One day, when it's safe, you can visit Earth again. But for now, Zytar is where you belong. This is where you can be yourself without hiding. Leo nodded, understanding the wisdom in his father's words. He felt a deep sense of belonging on Zytar, surrounded by people who accepted and appreciated him for who he was. As the years passed, Leo grew into a confident and capable young man. He used his abilities to help others and became a bridge between Earth and Zytar, promoting understanding and cooperation between the two worlds. His friends, too, flourished, each finding their path and purpose in the vast universe. Emma and Zarn watched with pride as Leo and his friends thrived, knowing that they had made the right decision to bring him to Zytar. Their family had faced many challenges, but their love and determination had seen them through. Leo's journey had been one of discovery, hidden identity, and unseen threats, but it had ultimately led to a place of acceptance and new beginnings. With his family by his side and a bright future ahead, Leo knew he was ready for whatever adventures awaited him next. And so, under the alien stars of Zytar, Leo's story came to a peaceful and hopeful conclusion, a testament to the strength of family and the power of love that transcends worlds.